Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a bit of a different video for you. I have got the Battlefield 1 open beta, which was a week-long beta in the early part of September, and it was a FPS game which I don't really play a lot of, as I don't think I'm very good at them, but I was coaxed into doing it with some friends, and actually I'm really glad I did. It was a really good game to play, and I thought today I'd share a bit of the footage from that. The game actually comes out in October, so not long after the open beta. It was really good of them to give it as an open beta. They could have had a closed beta, but they opened it up, and I believe over 13 million people played the game, which is really good. So a lot of people had a lot of fun for a week, all thanks to EA and DICE. The game is obviously in beta, which means that it's not quite finished and they're still sort of ironing out some of the kinks. So you may see a few glitches in the video, which can be quite funny, but the whole point of the beta is for EA and DICE to be able to have a look at what's going on when people are really playing the game and make changes and make it work properly. So, as you can see, I've done a bit of a compilation video for you of all the best bits and some of the embarrassing parts for me, which were a lot more often than the good bits, unfortunately, because this is really not the type of game that I'd play, like I said before, so I was extremely happy every time I killed someone. The pace of FPS games are really what sort of puts me off, and I'm not very good at keeping up with everything that's going on around me. It's all going way too quickly, but as you can see in this footage, I sort of do okay in some areas, and I think because it's set in World War I time, it's a lot easier to use because it's a lot more basic guns than some of the sort of modern day or the futuristic first-person shooters.
Yay!
So as you can see here, we started off in our base, and I tried to catch a lift in this tank, but I didn't hold down E for long enough, so I ended up running. An enemy aircraft drove straight past us. The pilot parachuted out, and I emptied a clip into him, but sort of around him instead of into him, and he killed me. So that was pretty much how it went most of the time for me. So yeah, keep an eye out for some of the funny parts in this video. Here you can see one of the glitches I was saying because of it being a beta. There's a chair swinging around in the floor, which was quite distracting, and I forgot to reload my gun. I think the main issue I have with FPS games is I shoot around people. My aim isn't very good, so a lot of this you'll see me shooting around people, emptying my clip, and then they just shoot me. Here I'm in an aircraft with my squad mates, and I'm not really 100% sure what I'm shooting at. I've been told I'm trying to get snipers, so that's what I'm trying to get. But we're just sort of going over this piece of desert, so I'm just sort of keeping an eye out and trying to figure out what's going on when our wonderful teammate decides to just drive the plane into the floor.
Thanks.
Now, I'm not always the best in emergency situations or in heat of the moment situations, so I managed to kill this guy that's on the hill, so I'm happy about that. Getting excited, thinking, yeah, this is going to be a good round, and just spot that person go around the corner, empty my clip around him again, and die. And my squad mate luckily revives me, so I get a second chance at this one. Although I almost get killed by a tank that runs alongside me. So I want to try and keep an eye on this right hand side, and someone just comes out of nowhere and I panic, but luckily get him before my clip empties, but almost die. So again, my squad mate, who's already had to revive me, has to then throw me a medkit. And then I look around the corner again, knowing that this is a hotspot for people shooting, and I've forgotten to reload my gun, so I only had 2 bullets. So by that point he obviously knows I'm there, so I should have really given up, but instead I keep trying and die. Sometimes I'm lucky and people just run into me. And other times I have to try and look for them in the windows. And I actually really enjoyed this sort of part, looking through the windows, trying to spot people and sort of playing a slower game. But when I did find someone, I couldn't help but keep shooting. Even if their death came up on my screen, I'm still shooting at them. I'm not sure why I don't stop firing. Some other YouTubers have been playing this game as well, which I'm sure you've seen, and one of my favourite YouTubers, Frags, has done a video which I'll link in the description because it's quite a good one of someone who actually knows what they're doing. I was pretty lucky here. I was just about to walk down these steps and an enemy comes up, walks straight past me for one of my teammates, and I managed to kill him. I always played it as medic, and I really liked the medic class. They had quite a good gun, and I liked the idea of reviving people and healing people. So I was constantly throwing down the medkits, constantly reviving people, which worked really well. But I did sort of notice that you only get 25 points for reviving someone, whereas capturing the flag you get hundreds and hundreds of points. And here I managed to shoot someone off a horse, and I really like the animation of how it works. It looks really awesome. They just sort of slump in their seat.
We have lost objective.
I've got a good example of me reviving someone here. So we're pushing forward towards the D flag, and at the moment it's in enemy control. But we are pushing forward to the position of D, keeping an eye out for enemy targets, and we run towards it. And as we're capturing it, I'm going to cut halfway through on the way back because nothing really happened. I run past this car as it explodes, and there's quite a lot of near misses here. I then get shot trying to get to the building. I run into the building and heal myself. My teammate gets shot and killed, and I quickly go revive him, and as he runs to the other side of the room to take cover, the building falls apart.
We have lost objective Freddy.
So that was really good. I really enjoyed how chaotic it was sometimes, and just the sounds of the guns and things. Although I'm not really a big fan of guns and stuff like that, it doesn't really interest me. It all just sounded really realistic and sounded like you were really in the area, which was good. And there's me again demonstrating that I don't know when to stop shooting. And here you can see I decided to go as the sniper, and I'm looking up at this rock because so many people go up there and snipe, and I was looking for people when I saw this horse, so obviously someone was up there. So I decided to run to this car and get in it, drive halfway up the mountain, which I cut out because it's a bit of a long journey, and try and track down the person that's horse is stood on a hill. So here you can see I'm running up to the area that he will be if he's still there. He may have already been killed. And as I come around this corner I see the horse, so I know that I'm getting close. And there he is, an enemy shooting the people that are coming out of the base. So I managed to get him, which was good. But there is this abandoned horse. I should really take the horse. So again, I'm up on this hill, and I've decided that I'm going to have a go at camping on the hill because that seems to be what people do on this game. And I haven't got any headshots because I'm always running around shooting people in and out of doorways. So there's a lot of people camping underneath me. So I thought maybe this was a good opportunity to try out the Scout sniper rifle. And I have a first attempt, don't even shoot the person, but second time get a headshot, which was excellent. So I was really excited about that. And again, first time got a headshot there. and as I get excited I run over the bridge and fall off, which nearly kills me. I've only got 3 health, so I'm running away thinking that I'm going to get killed when I see someone running the opposite way, so I decide to follow them, and F is actually in enemy control, so I'm running towards F with that guy and see someone which I managed to headshot first time. Excellent, doing so well, and we start to capture the flag. I'm trying to kill people, and some of these people just are moving around too much because they obviously know that snipers and people are always moving around on these sort of games. So I run towards the resupply area and hide behind the planks and take a few little pot shots at people trying to kill people, but without any success really. I'm quite unlucky, things keep falling around me and people keep coming towards me, but I never seem to be the one to kill them.
We have lost objective apples.
And then just as I think that it's almost over, a plane crashes and explodes right next to us, which is great. It was so fun playing this game. It was just completely different to what I'm used to, and it was quite exhilarating.
We have taken objective
I am thinking of buying it, and also I've seen another interesting game that some of my friends play called Squad, so I'm sort of looking into maybe getting that as well. That's a little bit more realistic. So this map is called Cyanide Desert, and there are 7 flags to capture, so each team is trying to capture all of the flags to get tickets, and the tickets are at the top either side of the timer, and they are sort of what wins you the game. The person with the most tickets wins, so by capturing the flags and gaining points you get more tickets. That's sort of the way it works. And on this map, Cyanide Desert, the C flag is right in the middle of a town, so it's quite a fun one to try and get. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in, and please check back next week for another video of City Skylines, which is one of the main playthroughs that I'm doing at the moment, and I will keep doing different games every now and then to show you a few other things, especially if there's open betas or free games going for trials and things. So yeah, thank you very much guys for watching, and if you liked it, please like, comment and subscribe.